Hello, good evening, Ebenezer.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. And how are you?
I am very good. You know, before we get into okay, I'll tell you that story. I'll tell you that story after this. And for those who don't know you, and for those who have never gotten a chance to be part of your movements or hear about you and the wonderful, amazing work that you are doing, can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
You know, that is the hardest thing in my life. I like it when people introduce me. But anyway, thank you very much for having me. Okay. My name is Moitsi, and I'm based at Seychelles, the founder of Girl Power Movement, the founder of Goodies Multimedia and Projects, the co-founder of Voice of Worship SA. Like, this girl is way.
Yes.
So, I'm an artist, I'm an author, and also I can sometimes be an MC if you want me to be. So that's good for you.
Oh, sometimes.
I'm the whole mood.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And you know,
Yes.
You know, when I was speaking with Lerato, she said to me, "Or no, you need to talk to Goodness, because you know what she said to me. She said, everything that you are doing, Mama Bolo, she's also doing. You know?
She's doing it, and she also told me, she was like, everything that you're doing is what Mama Bolo is doing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It means we are twins somehow.
Yeah, we are
thank
twins.
God for that. Yeah.
Yes. And you know, tonight I'm talking about a very, very serious, an important part of success, which is character. And I'm wondering from your end, what is the importance of character? What is the importance of character for you, and the different kinds of works and the different kinds of hats that you wear?
What is
the importance of character, or having character?
Oh, the importance of character.
Yes.
Yo. Like as a child of God, like why didn't I mention that I'm a child of God? Guys, I'm a child of God. I'm a born again Christian. They have to know that also. But come feature to be an MC.
Yeah.
MC
Okay.
They have to understand that. So yeah. When we speak about character, character basically is who you are.
Yes.
Is presenting who you are. When you speak about character, in my book, there's something that is called self-image. That's about character. How, as a person, you have to present yourself. How, as a person, you have to do things. It's kind of something that is in my book.
Wow.
So when speaking about character, it's very important, like as a person, to understand a behavior of the next person.
Yes.
In which way? Like we are people, My weakness, it might be your strength, and my strength might be my weakness.
Yes.
So at some point, for us to have a good character, of which is surrounded by self-image, I'll explain later what is self-image. For us, it's very important for us to have a good character, because that is how we'll be able to live with each other.
Yes.
You know, the Bible says, we're from the body of Christ. You will forgive me that I'll speak about the Bible now and then.
No, don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Bible says that we from the body of Christ. So at some point we have to accommodate each other, understanding or distance each other, they are not the same.
Yes.
So it's very important as a child of God or as a person to have a good character.
Yes. Wow.
I love to speak about self-image, you know, understanding who you are and presenting yourself in front of people, like very nice. Like, I don't know how to put it. You must, like, we have those people but you have to feel, which is not good.
Yes.
As a person, you must have a good character of which it accommodates everyone that is around you.
Wow.
But I always say, reason why the fact that you can do something, it doesn't mean you are better than someone.
Yes.
Someone who can do something, that thing that you're doing much better than you.
Yes.
You have to humble yourself at all times. So what I'm saying, God, it's very important as a child of God or as a person to have a good character.
Yes.
Because at some point, are really the opportunities because of our characters. The opportunities do not fit because character is we don't treat people right. but now we from the body of Christ. All these things. So it's very important to have a good character. At some point, or get opportunities. At some point, you feel like people don't love you. At some point, you feel but the problem is your character now. You have to have a good character as a person.
Yes.
Make sure. There was this pastor. Get over there,
no problem. Yeah.
There was this other pastor. He used to say, even though you don't become 100% perfect, always strive for perfection. Always strive for perfection. No matter what, strive for perfection. Strive for perfection. This is one thing that the world expects from us. Most especially yes, we are not 100% perfect, but we must strive for perfection. Wherever he goes, that person, we know let us try. I really need a good character, man. But people don't enjoy to be around us. So it's very important to have a good character.
Yeah, it's very important. And how did you develop self-image? Because it's not everyone who starts by having a positive self-image. Maybe there's someone who was bullied when they were young. Maybe there's someone who people have said some things, or maybe I'm even reminded of my colleague, one of my colleagues, who tends to have and to say negative things about themselves. Where did you learn that about self-image, and what would you say to that man, that woman, that young man, that young woman who's got a poor self-image of themselves?
I'm still grew up. Like I had a bad childhood.
Okay.
So I developed it when I was 16 years old there.
Okay.
Like I didn't understand myself at all. Suddenly it goes hand in hand with thoughts, the way you think about yourself. So I was always saying, I cannot do this, I'm ugly. And then I had to realize everything that I say, manifest. So I got to understand at some point the problem is not people. Problem is us, the way we say things about ourselves. Let me say now, I'm saying, hi Kichuride for this interview, and I don't think I will make it. I won't make it because I said it in my mind, because I confessed it. So it's very important to have a positive self-image as a person. Think good about yourself. See yourself as someone very big, even if you're still small. Think good about yourself, because whatever that you think is what people will say. The mind, the mind has the power to manipulate everything that is around you. You will fail because the mind has power. There's nothing in this world that has power like the mind. The mind has power. So it's very important to have a positive self-image. And for someone who doesn't have, who has negative self-image, effects. I don't believe there's this other way you're introvert. Or that again, depression, and she or he has a fear in front of people because or he's not good enough. So at some point we must develop positive self-image. That is what I'm pushing in my book. Like, that's number one thing. Even if when I talk to my girls, I'd be like, you know what? You must have positive self-image. Because most of people value opportunities because they don't have positive self-image. We took upon a very small. That is how we will address you. If you see yourself small, that is how we will address you. If you see yourself as nothing, that is how we will address you. Because the mind has the power to manipulate everything that is around you.
Wow, that is very powerful, because as you are saying that, you remind me. Sometimes people always get shocked. I remember this one time I was going to an interview with some of my guys, and me, I went into that interview knowing that I'm getting the job. I didn't care who was qualified in which way, what they had. I just went in there, and to my surprise, because God is a good God. When we were busy with the interview, the panel just said to me, Mama Bodo, we were here to interview you for this post. Mara, there's also a supervising position here. Let's also interview you for that, because they saw the way that I was conducting myself, and the way they were like, I know this guy has got the quality to be a leader. You know?
Because it started in your mind. You were like small.
Yes.
So that is how it must be. We must have positive self-image, and also as mothers, our sisters, we must also teach to have positive self-image. Because many young people fail because they cannot. They fail because they have negative self-image. A failure every time, or it's because of how Rina as people now we know we must change that mentality in them. Or you know what, you can do it. If you can think about it, you can do it.
Yes.
So and let's push positive self-image.
Yeah. And you know the temptation that someone may have, maybe thinking, I mean, if you've got this positive self-image about yourself, maybe you've never had any challenges in your life. Maybe you never encountered anything or any adversity in your life. What would you say to that young person or that person who's thinking that
there's a lot that happened in my life. Like I lost my parents in 2015. Like after I lost everything. Like I grew up as that child who was always an introvert. Something like that. Like I didn't have anyone to guide me, to show me this is what you can do. You can do it. Like someone to motivate me. And then there was this other day I was doing grade 10, and then I decided to read to read a book I grade 7, and it spoke about self-image, and I'm like, okay, I did grade 7, but I never heard about this. And that's where I started to develop it, and it worked for me. I don't want to lie. Like it worked for me. It really worked for me to the point that like I don't care about anything. And I'm like, I got this. I know. Even if like I'm that person, I reach that stage already. And if I fail in something, I'd be like, failure is not final. I know that I will make it. As long as I told myself that I will make it at the first place, means I will do it. Yeah, so I faced a lot of things in my life. Whereas I was an introvert. I was not talking. I was always like quiet. Like I was just boring somebody until I read that book, and I was like, yeah, that's where I started to develop it. And
wow, that is.
I guess for those that want to develop it, also I will be doing my workshop soon. So yeah. I will tell you guys the whole information on my social media platform, and you will hear everything.
Yes.
I know and I believe because it's the same person from my workshop. Many people can testify. Many girls can testify. So
Yes. That is amazing, because I mean, someone may say, no, you guys, you are saying this because you don't know life. Yes, you've not been there. You don't know life. You don't know how tough life is, and you don't even know the challenges that we are going through.
We went through a lot.
Yes, and I'm wondering, what is the thing that inspired you? You like you said. One of the toughest things. I mean, I can't imagine how tough and painful that must have been to lose your parents at such a young age, because we are always thinking, especially when we are young, we think that our parents will watch us grow. We think that they will watch us graduate, get married, and all those things. But then God tends to have His own plans. When you were going through that tough time, what were some of the things, or what did you do that helped you to say, you know what, even though I may not have my cornerstones anymore, there is more out of my life. There are some things that I can do. There are some dreams that I have that I can pursue. What was those things or those activities that inspired you to pick yourself up?
Okay, like I thank God that I have siblings. One thing that inspired me, like to pick myself up, was my siblings.
Wow, okay.
I didn't want to fail them. Even if I don't know how I can connect with them, they will tell you that my sister didn't want to fail us. Like I made sure that I make everything right so that they can see how we live as people.
Wow.
Renavana, we take life from our parents.
Yes.
Yeah, so I acted as a parent, and I was like, you know what? I want to do this part. I'm the only one who's responsible.
Yes.
And I was like, because of them, I have to pick up myself. I have to be strong for them.
Yes.
So that is what made me to be the person that I am today.
Wow. And the complaint, this is a complaint. The complaint that we always hear is someone who then looks back at having to grow up early in life because of responsibilities, saying or blaming even the situation, saying, "Well, no, I never had the chance to be a child because when I was a child, I had to grow up.
I've been there,
I never got the chance to play with other kids because when other kids were playing, now I was taking care of my brothers and my sisters." What would you say to that person?
Like I can say I've been there also. But like I'm growing up. The time I was, I think 22. I was like, not like I've never had time to be a teenager. I've never had time to play with other kids. Like I didn't know a lot of things, and it contributed a lot in my life. Like I'm used to be a mother, to the point that even someone tries to be a mother to me, I don't understand because I am used to be a mother. So it contributed a lot. Even in relationship wise, like I'm like, hi, when you have that thing, and I'm like, I'm used to be a mother. So it contributed a lot. One thing that I can say to that person is that God knows. At some point, God put us in situations. I understand our destiny.
Yes.
I understand the people that He made us to be. There is no way Mutimba situation is wrong or useless.
Yes.
God knows. God knows why that time I would be responsible.
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe God saved you from a lot of things.
Yeah.
So now what I can say and trust God. Trust God. There is no way. Each and everything that we do in this life, there is no reward.
Yes.
No, because and then at the end of the day, who are useless because no, there is something that God is preparing you for.
Yes.
So that is what I can say.
That is very powerful. And I'm wondering, I mean, being so multi-talented, doing a lot of things, how did you discover those gifts of yours? How did you discover that the purpose that you are pursuing right now?
Sure. Okay. Sure. I don't know. Okay, everything started when I become born again.
Okay.
At church, church is very nice.
Yes.
They expose us to a lot of things. Church MC. So I was that active being
Okay.
So Bandira secretary, and then I realized I'm good at portraying things, writing things.
Okay.
And I'm like, man. Actually, I'm good at writing. Even someone told me, Malumi James, he was our chairperson that time.
Okay.
So that is where I realized everything. That is why I realized what I'm with a multi-talented. So that is where I got to find myself. You know what, girl, you are born for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the mistake that a lot of people tend to do is that, especially when it comes to church, they don't want to serve God when they are given a chance to participate in the work of God. They would rather not do it. Mara, if we move them from the environment and somewhere else, you will see people and their colors. What were those things that helped you, or even though I may not know where I fit in at the moment, but let me just use this opportunity to do everything that is required of me. Let me just dedicate myself.
Yeah. Okay, I'm someone who's always willing to learn.
Okay.
Like I can even if it's someone smaller than me or something, I'm always willing to learn.
Okay.
So even so much easier. Perfection.
Yeah.
Even if it's I will make sure it's perfect. So that is one thing. I'm always willing to learn. I'm someone I'm willing to learn, and especially when it comes to things of the Lord, like volunteer. I make sure we're doing this. So that is
Wow. That is amazing. And another thing that I always hear, especially when I'm talking to people who don't go to church, sometimes some of them have been beaten up by the church. Maybe they may have found themselves in situations where they were not meeting people's expectations whether in the choices that they were making in their life, they find themselves discouraged, and when they even find themselves in situations where they are in church, they are not free. They are always constantly beating themselves up, constantly looking down on themselves, thinking that there are people are judging me, people are looking for something or any fault in me. What would you say to that young person who has been, for the lack of a better word, who has been beaten up, discouraged, and they are just looking for something and some hope in the church there?
One thing that I can say is that church is not for a person, but church is for God. So we have to understand it as people that going to church, you're not doing it for someone.
Yes.
You're not doing it for your friends or your family, but you're doing it for yourself and God. Salvation is personal. It's between you and God.
Yes.
If when are you going to go to church and be like, yo, these people don't love me, so why are you in church? You're not for them. You're for God. So you must take heart as a child of God. You have to understand what even Jesus,
yes.
even Jesus, he was betrayed many times. No one understood him, but he kept on doing the will of God.
Yes.
So same applies to us. Church is not about people, it's about God. So don't go to church with expectations from people, but go to church expecting from God. Not people. That is what I can say. Like, one thing that we have to know, even if you do something good, people will always have something to say.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you do something, they will say something.
Yeah.
So, church, when we speak about church, we're not speaking about you going to church for people, but you going to church for God, not for people.
Yes.
You have to take heart as a child of God. Take heart and know that it's not about people. We have to treat her right for those 2 months. But we have to understand at the end of the day.
Yes.
So we are not doing it for people. Otherwise, yes. So you must take heart. I want to more the complications. Let me go.
Yes.
Let me go the complications, Marawi. Keep on going.
Yes.
Mara, why when it comes to church, you more give up? Push the way you push at your workplace. Push the way you push. We ask push.
Yeah.
Take heart as a child of God. Yeah.
And you know one thing that I found to be, especially when it comes to our faith, is that a person needs to have their own personal encounter le Modimo. You need to have that personal encounter le Modimo to meet you where you are. When from your end and from your life, how did you have that encounter le Modimo, and how was that experience, and how did it transform you?
There was this other time I was so depressed. It was 2022, I think, yeah.
Okay.
I was so depressed. Nothing was going well in my life. And I was like, God, what is going on? And then it was midnight, I think around 12.
Okay.
And then I just heard a voice, and then I was like, hey. So I had a voice calling my name twice, and I was like, hi, what's and then after that voice I had I called you for nations, and I'm like, called me for nations. I was so down, I was so nothing was happening in my life. And then after that I got so encouraged. I felt this peace that I've never felt before. I was like, you know what? Indeed, I had an encounter with God. And from that day, I want to twinkle and discourage when it comes to the things of the Lord. Because indeed, I've had Him. I've had Him. So after that, I've had numerous encounters with Him. So topic for another day.
Because when you don't have that personal encounter with God, it may be difficult when you are going through challenges, or when things are not are not going the way that you want them to go. You may find that, I had this plan, or I had this idea to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mara, because you haven't had that personal encounter, you may even doubt. Or am I still in the right direction here? Because you don't have that confirmation of that encounter.
And it's very painful. Like, I've once said to this sister of mine, she was like, why is it easy for you to hear God but not easy for us to hear God? And I was like, God speaks in many ways.
Yes.
God can speak through me and you encounter him. God can speak through your pastor and you encounter him. Doesn't mean like God must come to you personally so that he can speak to you.
Yes.
So at some point Rebecca so what I'm trying to say no, God, you can have an encounter with God through your pastor, through your sister in the Lord, through your brother in the Lord. It happens in many ways. It happens in many ways, So you don't have to question.
Yes.
Just thank God for you had an encounter.
Wow.
It can be through someone because most of the time.
Yes, definitely.
So but we are really the encounter.
Wow.
But we don't,
yes.
There are so many ways that God used so that he can encounter with us.
Wow, that is amazing. And I'm wondering, what are some of those lessons? Maybe 1 or 2 lessons that you before your parents passed on. What are 1 or 2 or 3 lessons that you learned from them that you are living yourself? You are living those lessons, and every time when you are doing whatever it is from that lesson that you learned, you remind them and you know that you are making them proud.
You know what? Nah, honestly speaking, I've always been away from my parents. Like, I've never had a close relationship with my parents.
Okay.
So, like, there's one thing that my mom once told me. And then she was like, that... like, what I want... So, focus on your schoolwork and make sure that you become successful. Those are the only words that I remember. Because I never had that close relationship with them. And the last one, go to take care of your siblings. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it's very important. It's very important. And I didn't see that time already. Time is flying. and talk to us about. Before we get to the book, I want us to finish with the book. Before we get to the book, talk to us about the different projects that you are involved in. What inspires you when you are an artist and you are producing music? What's inspiring you when you are producing? What inspires you in those other ventures when you are busy pursuing those things?
Okay, I am an active person. Like, I'm very active.
Okay.
Like, I'm always willing to learn.
Yes.
So, one thing that I believe, I cannot say that I've failed if I've never tried.
Wow. Yes.
Like, I go around trying everything.
Yes.
I'm going out trying everything. I'm going out because I'm one person that I believe that through Christ, you know what, I can do everything.
Yes.
I'm one person that believes that. So that is me.
Wow. Wow, that is amazing. And because you've got so many talents, you've got so many things that you are doing, someone may be saying, how do you do it? How do you balance work? How do you balance writing books? How do you balance music? How do you balance them all,
Yeah. I'm getting that question for the second time. Okay. Now the Bible says that submit all your plans and I shall establish them.
Yes.
I don't know, like, it's just a miracle to me. I think the reason is because that weekend I came miracle say I'm having this time everything to go out and do there and there and there and there. But now one thing that I do, I write everything, I submit all unto God.
Wow.
And then that is what I do. That is what I do.
Yes.
I submit all to God and He has established everything, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. And because
and this is one thing that I can tell those that are born again. You know what? If you want, if you don't want to be depressed in life, if you know or you're multi-talented, just make sure that you submit everything unto the Lord. Write them down and put it on your wall, and you will see.
Wow.
You'll see the manifestation, and you will not have to sweat now, because God will be in control.
Yes.
You'll see everything coming together. So
that's very important. Talk to us about the girl power movement for the girls, the young girls or women who want to be a part of the movement. Talk to us a little bit about the movement and how can they participate and join you in the movement.
Okay, Girl Power movement is a movement that is meant for young ladies.
Okay.
From the age of 10 years to 21.
Okay.
The reason behind Girl Power movement, since I've told you that I grew up being so responsible to the point that I never got someone like to teach me to be a teenager, to behave like things like that. So I realized there are a lot of young ladies that are going through the same thing.
Yes.
So I was like, why not come up with something like that? Because already a group of young ladies and then they ask for advice and all that, and I'm like, let me not be selfish and then cover everyone.
Wow.
So that is how Girl Power movement came. And then I normally do the workshop. So recently, my plan for this year is not yet finalized.
Okay.
But I will make sure that I update you guys everything on social media.
Okay.
Because this year we had complications in Yana, but we believe in God and we believe that God is able. So I will make sure that I update you guys with everything on social media.
Wow.
And I will also tell you guys with my next stop. And the other thing that we do, the other thing that we do in Girl Power movement, we donate the toiletries.
Okay.
All the to young ladies, to young boys. What the whole day. It's not nice. Positive self-image. So at some point we have to protect them from that. Or you know what? O feel comfortable with school.
Yes.
The exercise So that is what we are pushing. Where these people must feel comfortable.
Yes.
These people must feel comfortable and everything. So the donation, and if anyone could donate, I will leave everything on my social media platform.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, talk to us about your upcoming book. Talk to us about, don't give everything up. Talk to us a little bit about the book. What can we expect from the book, so that for those who want to pre-order the book, they can be able to pre-order the book, and you keep it safe for them, so that when the time comes when you've printed, you'll be able to send them the book there. Talk to us a little bit about the book.
Okay, the book is called Teen Rescue.
Okay.
Since I've spoken numerous things about it in our interviews, speaks about a lot of things. Book is not for teenagers only, but it's also for parents, so that parents can be able to teach teenagers.
Wow.
It speaks about self-image, morals, perseverance, assertiveness, and knowing your identity.
Hey, that's very powerful.
So, I used to use it at the workshop, and then they told me, "Oh no, man, you have to publish this book."
Yes. Oh no, I was saying okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow, that is amazing.
I'm short.
Yeah.
To give you guys a brief.
Yes.
I'm trying not to be long, because I know if I can start to talk about it, another 1 hour.
Yes. We don't want Mutadara. I'm not buying the book because I have heard everything about the book. We want them to get the book so that they will be able to hear from you in the book, and those lessons that they need to learn. Because as you were saying, sometimes it's challenging, because when you are a teen, and you don't have someone to guide you. You think that you are smart. You think
it
that
becomes a problem, and you end up taking wrong decisions.
Yes.
So there's also one thing that I've realized, like as a teen, you're becoming a teen, you come out being empty inside of you. So as a teen, there's a seed that needs to get inside of you so that you can become a person that you need to become.
Yes.
So what I'm saying with Teen Rescue, I'm trying to plant a seed inside of them so that they can become better generations.
Wow. Yes.
I'm one person that believes, sorry, it takes what to grow a child?
Community.
You understand me?
Yes.
Thank you very much. At some point, we can have parents, but then we need someone.
Yes.
We need someone. That's where now the social worker, that's where now read. Yes, we can have parents who they don't have that, not saying knowledge, but they don't have that.
Yes.
I don't know how to put it, but
yes.
Then someone that can put a seed inside of your child so that I can and become a better person.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't dysfunctional families. Because I'm a drunkard. So if you have Teen Rescue, and the good thing about it is that even if you want someone to talk to, how can you phone in and then we talk to you?
Wow.
Somehow we are becoming your friend through our book.
Yes. Yeah, that is just amazing because as a teenager, you definitely need that support,
Yeah, teenagers need support.
Yeah, and as we conclude, where can they when can they expect the book and how can they pre-order the book for those who want to pre-order the book, and how can they get hold of you?
You know what? Like for now, let's not talk about pre-ordering the book.
Okay.
But then by August, the book will be out.
Okay.
But make sure, guys, that you are with me on my social media platforms, because I will be updating guys with everything that you need to do.
Yeah, and I'll make sure when August comes, I'll bring you in so that we can do a launch here. We can do a launch so that people will be able to.
I'll definitely do that.
Yes, and as we conclude, for that young man, that young woman, that Christian man, that Christian woman who find themselves discouraged, who find themselves beaten up by life, maybe they're even going through some challenges that they're even starting to think, Mudim, why me? Why have you left me like this? Why am I going through so much? What would you say to those kinds of people, and what kind of motivation, encouragement would you give them to keep them grounded and to stay the course of life?
If not you, then who? If not you, then who? The Bible says all things work together for good for those that are called for His purpose. So that's one thing that always motivates me. Or you know what? Even if today, on the darker side, I know at the end of each and every tunnel there is light.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is light. There is no way. There is no way. So don't give up. Like it's fail to give up, and never give up.
Yeah. No.
Never give up. If not you, then who?
Hey. Yeah.
If not you, then who?
Yeah.
If we were not one, I'm
Hey.
The Bible says, the minute we become born again, we become Christ-like. It means we're like
Yes.
If but it doesn't mean you won't stand up again.
Yes.
So don't give up and never give up, and understand that all things work together for good.
Yes.
All things work together for good. So yeah.
No, thank you so much for spending this evening with me. Thank you for taking the time to come and share with us about your journey, and we definitely wish you all of the best in everything that you are doing. I hope I'll be there for the book launch, and then
you have to.
Yes. And plus we are also cooking in the band. Hopefully maybe we can release a single or a couple of singles maybe later on in the year. But from us here at Heita FM, we wish you all of the best, and we hope that whenever you continue to succeed, whenever God continues to enlarge you, to enlarge your territory as He blesses you, you would also be a blessing to other people, and then you would also even invite us. You invite us to come and celebrate and enjoy the success with you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Heita FM, for having me, and also the listeners.
Yeah.
I hope that they have learned a lot. I believe that they've learned a lot. And someone said, say shout out for me.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh. Hey, but then, thank you very much for everyone who took their time and listening to me. May the good God bless you. And thank you very much, Ebenezer. You know what? May God bless you too, man of God.
Thank you so much.
And also, Heita FM, like, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And where can they get hold of you and everything that you are doing? Can you please give them those social media handles, and maybe if you've got contacts that they can always reach out to you, especially those young girls who are seeking a big sister and a mother.
Baby. Okay. They can contact me on 076 50 7160. Or they can just text me on Facebook.
Yes.
So they can just text me on Facebook, Goodness Moitsi. That's my name, Goodness Moitsi, Moitsi. Goodness Moitsi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No. Thank you so much. And
thank you.
Because when I always see you, I don't even think a week passes before I see you, Thank you so much.
Thank you.